Hello, and welcome to Stretching the Word. I'm your host, Sister Valerie, and not today, devil, just not this year. A lot of people are under the wrong impression. They think that God is going to make you do something. Well, God is not going to make you do anything. He says, whosoever will, let him come. So will is a voluntary thing. God is love. He's not going to force you to come unto him. You know, a lot of us have made corrections. I won't say a lot, but during our lifetime, maybe some of us were have known someone that have willingly submitted themselves to somebody that misused them, abused them, dominated over them, totally controlled them. But that's not what God is about. We have been misled by people that think that they know God. But if you really know God, then you know He's not going to make you do anything. He's not going to force you to do anything. In the Bible, there is a word, and that word is yoke. You say yoke, you think of yoke, you think of bridle, you think about an animal. And yes, they did use a yoke to put up on the oxen to keep them in a straight path and to lead them correctly. Well, you say, I'm not no animal. Okay, I'm sure that God knows you're not an animal. But what He is trying to tell you, get good understanding. Remember saying, all thy getting, get understanding. So we have to understand what the word is telling us. So it says, I'm going to be coming out of Matthew chapter 11, starting at verse 28. It says, come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden. We've been suppressed, oppressed, depressed by people in the world, by the things of the world. And I will give you rest. Okay, now he says he's going to give you rest. So he's not going to be like the world. Then it says, take my yoke upon you. Don't get tripped up. Okay, don't get tripped up. He's saying, take him on you. Take his ways upon you. Remember, the yoke is there to lead and guide you in a straight and narrow path to keep you on the straight and narrow. So if you take the Lord upon you and within you, love him with your whole heart, you're going to stay on the straight and narrow. He's going to keep you in that rest, okay? And learn from me. Learn. Remember I said people have misled us, misguided us because they thought they knew God. But he says, and learn of him. So if you submit, because he said, take it. Take him upon you. So that means you have to voluntarily take him. He's not going to make you take him. He's not going to force his way into your life. So take my yoke upon you and learn from me. For I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. Why? It says, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light. That's Matthew, the 11th chapter, verses 28 through 30. So remember, don't get caught up, trapped up, because I know the devil here. Oh, yoke, I ain't no animal. I ain't going to be. Blah, 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 blah. I know how the enemy will try to distort the word of God. So don't get trapped up by the enemy, but learn to voluntarily submit yourself to God and learn of him. For he is lowly, meek in heart, and he will give you rest.